dear beloveds, I am going to continue on with my podcast. And after they make it up to you with their fake apologies, young, naive me was always believing that he would change. Always, because they get you under them and they get your soul, they get your psyche, they take that from you, and you don't realize at that time that it is all manipulations and pathological lies to make you believe that what they're saying is true. So, dearly beloved, I ended up getting pregnant a month later after the fake apologies, and we will call this child Tommy. I was going to relay the news to the Phantom, but he was nowhere to be found. I reached out to all our mutual friends, and they hadn't seen him. Well, long and behold, after 3 months, he reached out to me, except it was a collect call from the Orange County Jail. Oh, until this day, I do not know the truth of why he was in jail for my first trimester of my pregnancy. It's all hush hush, and both him and his family don't dare talk about it. Finding out later, the whole case was expunged. I then told him that I was pregnant. He said the very first thing that he heard about it from one of our mutual friends, and he said, "I never want any kids, abort it." He said it with such anger. I can never forget the way it made me feel. I felt so scared, helpless, upset. I literally hung up the phone, and I was bawling my eyes, filled with tears. I then, from that moment on, kept telling baby Tommy, "Mama will be there for you, regardless. I'm going to have my baby and raise him as best as I can, with or without the Phantom." I stayed strong, and I carried my baby, stayed healthy and exercised. The Phantom was finally gone, and I was finally at peace. Having this little baby inside my tummy changed my whole lifestyle for the best. I never knew the true meaning of unconditional love only a mother can have with their child. I would talk to him and listen to Josh Groban and classical music to soothe him in utero. It was just myself and baby. I couldn't wait to meet him. I was 14 weeks when the ultrasound technician told me, "It's a boy." I was ecstatic. I then called the Phantom to let him know the news. He said, "Wow, you actually didn't listen to me. You're keeping the baby," he said. "I'm out of here." He then moved an hour away with his parents. I really tried to keep in touch with him over my entire pregnancy. He offered absolutely no help, except for one day. I was 8 months pregnant at this time. We went to juice it up, and he didn't pay. I did, for us both. Well, while drinking our smoothies, we tried to converse about our unborn son. He then said he will never be involved in our son's life. We began to argue, which turned into physical, where he actually had the audacity to push me down. He pushed me down and off the curb and into the street. Mind you, I am 8 months pregnant and waddling and carrying our unborn child. Everything cannot be done. I started suffering with post-traumatic stress disorder, and I had almost lost our baby, and complications arise from thinking and watching my back, always thinking the Phantom was going to appear anywhere I was. The Phantom was stressing not only me, but the baby as well, which was leading to numerous complications in my pregnancy, including a miscarriage, the other baby that was Tommy's twin. Yes, I was carrying twins and lost the baby due to the Phantom's abuse. After he left, my doctor put me on bed rest for the last month. But out of all this, I kept working to save to provide for baby's arrival. The last month or so, the Phantom never came around, probably for the best, but I longed for him because we were having a baby together, and I still believed he was going to change and never abuse me again, that somehow the baby would change him. Next chapter, episode 4. Fast forwarding to the baby's arrival.